Good. Could I use you for a second? Just come up here. I want to show you, when we do a phrase like this, you want to breathe in like this. Breathe in. There you go. And just do along with me. Ah, e, I, o, u. Very good. Another pitch. Let's just do ah, okay? Ah, ah, ah. Now, his alignment, he's standing back a little bit, so I'm just going to adjust you slightly here. I'll do sideways. Just like that, slightly, okay? Let's do it again. Ah. Okay, now what I'd like you to do is open your jaw a little bit, okay? When I press on you, just go ahead. Ah. Good. Feel how that's easier when it's open. Yes. He told me he was tone deaf, right? You also, I've witnessed his. He sang the same pitch I did, didn't he? Repeatedly sang the same pitch I sang. So that may not be true. Many times also, people who tell us we can't do something do not know how to fix what we can't do. So it's easier for them to tell you not to do it. The other thing that's a bit of a shame, I grew up in the States and there's not a lot of money now for music in schools as there was when I was growing up. And what happens is, when that's the case, somebody could be a fabulous trombone player, but they may be forced to lead the choir, but they may know nothing about singing. So what's really sad is I've had many, many clients that have come to me over time as professional speakers and said, look, I'd do anything if I could sing. And, you know, we just simply warm up and I say, you can sing. There you go. Part of the reason when they tested kids, for a lot of people when they were growing up, they only were listening for the people who were naturally doing it. So those people are normally more audio-based people. So what you had with me was a more kinesthetic experience. So you were actually feeling it, and then we added the visual of visualizing it. So maybe your audio interpreter or your audio filter isn't as strong as your kinesthetic and your visual, which is why when you do it kinesthetically and visually, it's not an issue for you. This is very subtle stuff, so of course not everybody's supposed to know it. But it's very sad that many people take and base their full self-expression on a judgment that someone made when they were 5 years old or 6 years old or 7 years old, and they carry that with them their whole life. So what I invite you to do is to give up that if you have that type of issue or that type of thing in the back of your mind, or if someone didn't even know that they were hurting you in a way. I think it's really hurting someone to be able to tell them they can't do something that's enjoyable. I invite you over today and for the rest of your life, and certainly when you do the exercises, to really allow yourself the freedom to just explore what's there. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be right. There's nothing that can stop you from really enjoying whatever way you want to express yourself, whether it's with singing, whether it's with public speaking. The things that I'm going to share with you, I invite you, I give them to you like a map. You still need to put petrol in your car, you still need to drive to where you're going to. I invite you to give up anything from the past that may be disempowering you about your communication or about your singing, so that you can really freely start again. Because what's so is, anyone who's in the presence of a child, any child can do these things. Somewhere along the way, we lose it. So I invite you to claim it back for yourself and really allow your inner child to sing.